Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Money Magnet Gym. This is your journey towards creating your mindset and your approach towards how do we achieve our targets and projects that we set. We've been working towards this for the past 3 weeks, and we are now in the final stretch. As we get more and more closer, we start to realize our patterns, our ideas, the way we think, the way we approach, the way we receive information, and how do we set up in our blueprint of this project. Project planning has been a big human ability. It's a capability that we rely upon, and our mind is naturally aligned for it. If you notice, every action that you do, you are placing it as if a project. Why do we do that? Our brain has a thinking mechanism of organizing thoughts. It cannot help but do that. And once it starts to organize its thoughts, it needs to keep giving priority. But being evolved from a primal being, our survival is always our priority. When survival becomes our priority, our critical thinking is constantly looking for threats, is constantly looking for leakages, is constantly looking for what can cause a challenge for us. And we are so zoomed in and focused on it. But what happens is whatever we give our focus to, it starts to grow. If you keep focusing on your challenges and your fears, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is your fears and the thing that you fear the most is going to come true. Your challenges are going to grow. You're going to keep attracting those exact things that you are thinking to avoid. This is where this journey of Money Magnet Gym becomes so powerful for us. We need to constantly detach and disengage from this critical thinking pattern that keeps us reevaluating our self worth. We keep on putting ourselves into extreme situations where we assume the worst is going to happen. And we think that we are trying to be prepared for the worst. But by doing this, we are inviting the worst. This is where a lot of a misconception is. Logic is for problem solving, but logic is not for the entire day's thinking. We cannot allow ourselves to constantly align with things that are threatening us, align with things that give us tension, that give us stress. We cannot do that. What happens is our attention has this magnifying power. Our attention quantifies, multiplies whatever we perceive, whatever we focus on. If we are focusing on how things have gone wrong, then we are constantly scanning our surrounding for those exact parameters and we keep on looking at it. A simple example for that is when you're supposed to buy a car. If you notice, when you plan to buy a car, suddenly on the road, you start seeing that same model more and more everywhere, and you feel like, wow, the thing that I have chosen has become so popular. What's really happening is your focus, your attention is now getting selective. Our attention is always selective. Our attention is selective, our listening is selective, our thinking is selective. And this is where the filtration happens. So if you are constantly zooming into what you need, like in this case, the car, then you start seeing it everywhere. So imagine if you're focused on your fears, then you start looking at all the things that are going wrong and against you. And when things are constantly going wrong and against you, how do you think that is playing on your confidence and your self-worth? And when your confidence and self-worth has been put to a corner, is against the wall, how do you think you're going to show up in your meetings, in your conversations? How do you attract good things when you're constantly fearing the worst to happen? This is why this continuous habit of Money Magnet Gym that we are doing is for every day to dive into a small practice of meditation, a focused way of planning our day, starting our day by focusing on what is required. What do we want to attract? Just by giving it that initiative, that initial push in that direction can create a momentum of attraction throughout the day. So let's begin this momentum of attracting the opportunities that we are looking for by first writing our good news. Open your books and start writing down your money good news. Write down your money good news. Your money good news is whatever brought you income directly or indirectly from your actions. Maybe you met someone. Maybe you directly got income. You got paid yesterday. Maybe somebody has promised to pay you. Maybe there's a client that is a lead that is in the making. You got introduced to someone. All of this qualifies as a good news. It's very, very powerful technique. Is a very, very powerful activity that we need to constantly engage with. And also this becomes the milestones or the year markers when we are going into our meditation to fix upon these points and to keep reinforcing to our brain that these are the points that we want to multiply. The more and more we focus on our good news, the more and more we attract the good news, right? So please write down your money good news. You can even post it for me to share with me. You can post in the group and share your money good news with your people around you. Let people know that good things are happening for you. Celebrities are called celebrities because they create celebration. They're constantly sharing their celebration, they're constantly sharing about their growth. It's not true that if you keep telling people about your growth, that your growth is going to get cursed or is going to get some kind of an evil eye or is going to get subject of envy of people around you. That's not the case. Everyone is very, very self-absorbed in their own life. People don't have time to think about each other. Yeah. People don't have time to waste thinking about what the other person is thinking. Do you do that? You also don't do that. You're constantly absorbed in your own life planning. So just stick to that. Realize this that there is no one who is trying to jeopardize your growth. But by you thinking that someone is trying to jeopardize your growth, you are jeopardizing your own growth. So let's go into clearing our patterns of sabotage. This is a sabotage. We sabotage ourselves. Why do we sabotage ourselves? We sabotage ourselves because it helps us become a victim or it helps us remain in the comfort zone. Growth requires intensity and responsibility. Growth requires consistency. To achieve growth and sustain growth is a big demand that you need to do of yourself, of your mind, your brain, your body, your habits, your schedule, your time. So many aspects. It's easier to just shut down and blame the world and blame the circumstances and do nothing about it. So being a victim is a very easy way out. And that is why we sabotage ourselves. Come on, imagine trying to sabotage our own self. What kind of complexities we brew when we do that. There are opportunities right in front of you, but you don't take it because behind that opportunity, all the effort and all the attention that is demanded, oh my God, I have to focus. That I cannot do. But through these series of work that we are doing, your focus starts to get strengthened. And once your focus is strengthened, you actually know exactly what to say, what to do, when to do it. And the stress reduces when the work comes because you're already prepared for it. So let's start to focus our mind and align it in a way that it's able to serve us to attract things in our life. So please find a quiet place and let's get ready for a meditation. Please find a quiet place, find a comfortable position. Close your eyes, relax, completely relax. Allow yourself to get connected to my voice and completely relax. Try to keep your backbone straight. Be in a position that allows you to focus for the next 15 minutes. Check in with yourself, scan your body. If there's any part of you which is feeling unrest, just relax it and just come into this present moment. Just completely relax. Close your eyes, focus on your breath. Bring your entire attention and focus on your nostrils. Focus on your incoming breath, on your outgoing breath. Without any conclusion, analysis, judgment. Just focus on your incoming breath and outgoing breath. More and more, you want to realize the present moment, get connected to your present moment. And bring your entire attention to your pineal gland, which is in the middle of your head. The pineal gland, which is right in the center from all four directions, right in the center of your brain. Get connected to your pineal gland. Focus in your pineal gland and start thinking about your 30 days project. Get connected to your 30 days project. What is the project that you've been trying to achieve? You've been focused on achieving. Try to visualize it. Allow your mind to project the 30 days project on your forehead, your canvas, your mind canvas, your projector screen. Just observe as you think about your project, what starts to show up. Start to get connected to why did you select this project? What is the importance of it? And just go through your journey so far about your project, how it has been. And once you get connected to this why in the journey so far, just focus on what are the main regrets that comes up when you think about your project. What are the fears that show up with this? Just get connected to those exact emotional trigger points that the moment you start thinking about achieving these projects, what is showing up for you? What are your major concerns? And how deeply do you feel confident about achieving your projects? Stay connected to your pineal gland. Let it project all the thoughts on your mental screen. And just access your conviction about achieving your projects. As you access these fears and these hesitations, these doubts, start to revise your projects in a way that it comes closer to reality, what is achievable, what is practical, and just tone it down to a reality that is achievable. You may even tone it down to half, 50% of what your original project was. And just to check that does it give you an emotional stability? Does it give you a confirmation, a sort of conviction around achieving your project? Move around your target in a way that becomes acceptable and confident to be 100% achieved. Stay completely focused on your inner reality and observe as you shift your requirement, your emotional state also shifts with it. Be very tuned into this mechanics of how your projection and your convictions are deeply tied together. When you tug on one, the other moves. It completely realize of this mechanism. I'm going to be quiet for the next 30 seconds. You revise your projects in certain way that you feel 100% achievable. If the original plan itself feels achievable, you continue with that. If you need to make changes, you make changes. But you reach an emotional state where you feel 100% convinced that this is going to be 100% achieved by me. Once you find that exact revision You get connected to your pineal gland and you ask your pineal gland, what is that one action step I can do today to make sure my project can be achieved 100%? Stay connected to your pineal gland. And you ask your pineal gland, what is that one action step I can do today that can make me achieve my target 100%? As the thoughts are rising, keep visualizing yourself performing those action steps today. Just focus on how you can get it done today and visualize yourself performing those tasks in a way and achieve your targets 100%. Once you have this deep insight, you allow this process to continue in the back of your mind. You allow this processing to continue in the back of your mind, and you start to come back to this present moment. Start to come back to this present moment and allow this processing to continue in the back of your mind. Visualize that one action step you're going to do today. Come back to this present moment. Get connected to the sound around you. Get connected to your breath. Just come back to this present moment. Come back. You may rub your palms together. Rub your palms together. Place your palms on your eyes. Cover your eyes. Absorb the heat from your palms. And just reconnect to this revised project and that one action step you're needed to take today, which is going to allow you to achieve your targets 100%. Rub your palms once again. Rub your palms faster and faster. Shift your energy. Create energy. Give your face a gentle massage. Give your head a gentle massage. Transfer this energy onto your body, to every cell. Energize yourself. Bless yourself. Place your palms on your knees. Come back to this present moment. Come back to this present moment. Get connected to your environment. Connected to the sound around you. With a big smile on your face. Bring a big smile on your face. Come back to this present moment and open your eyes. Come back. And with a big, big smile on your face, appreciate yourself. Appreciate this moment. Realize how you are connected to your project. Appreciate yourself by clapping your hands. Clap your hands and appreciate yourself for showing up, for constantly being aligned with your dreams, with your targets. Be very, very appreciative of your efforts. Pat your back. Be proud of yourself. Shabash. Pat your back. Say your name loudly and proudly. And acknowledge that what a sincere effort you're doing every morning by planning and aligning yourself towards your projects. With this, we bring this meditation to an end. Open your books and start writing all the thoughts that came across to you. Capture these insights, capture these ideas. Open your books and start writing. Open your books and start writing about your original project plan. If there was any revision needed, what is this new revised plan? Just clearly write it down and focus on that exact action step you need to take today that's going to help you achieve this target. On your books, keep writing. Write down those exact action steps that came to you, those ideas, those insights that are going to help you achieve your projects 100%. You may continue to write. Please capture your thoughts, continue to write, and keep detailing these thoughts to the action steps, to the resources needed to complete these action steps, at what time you're going to do it, visualize it, and mainly capture all the detail that you got during your meditation. This is your precious time where you're giving your 100% concentration. You're offering yourself to align to the way, the pathway to achieving your targets. You're building more and more habits that we can keep repeating and makes it into a muscle memory to go and achieve any kind of targets, any kind of projects. Because remember, the mind is a problem-solving machine. If you're going to train it to visualize things to action steps, it's going to continue to do that. If you're going to keep thinking about your fears and your doubts, then you're training your mind to project those actions which actually create fear and doubt around you. So with this, we bring our meditation to an end. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to connect to you tomorrow.